benvenuti al tuo caffè.
Mi piace.
Good, I'm glad you like it. We gotta have our coffee, folks.
Yeah,
Welcome.
espresso.
Espresso, a real Italian coffee. Good? You like it?
Bellissimo.
All right, well, folks, we're back. The NFBC Minute is back. We hope you all had a great Easter. And over here, we're getting ready to head back into the book of Revelation, chapter 13. And this is going to talk about the infamous figure, the Antichrist. Why don't you take it away, Pastor Tom?
Hey, I gave a title to this message called The Invasion of Evil, the Unholy Trinity. And we talked last time we got together talking about Satan, the dragon that came to try to devour Israel, who was in chapter 12, the woman who gives birth to the Messiah, the Anointed One, and how Satan, the dragon, tried to not only devour and destroy the Anointed One, Christ, but also is going to be seeking to destroy Israel during this time in the tribulation period. Now we go to chapter 13, and it's I call it the unholy trinity, where we're going to see the dragon then introduces this unholy trinity, which will be the dragon, who is Satan, Lucifer, the Antichrist, and then the false prophet. There's going to be two beasts. And so we're going to see introduced to us in this chapter a beast that comes out of the sea. He's going to be he'll be the coming world dictator. And he will be what we will call the Antichrist. And we'll see that he will bring this world, a world government around him politically. Then he's going to have a sidekick, kind of his lieutenant, or, his co-conspirator in this. And he's going to be religious leader. He's going to be a coming religious head who is going to unite the world under a one-world religion. And he's called the false prophet. And unbelievably, he'll be able to do supernatural wonders. This is the chapter that talks about the possibility that the Antichrist will have some kind of mortal wound. He'll die. And then he'll be resurrected. He'll come back to life. And this false prophet will have something to do with that and bringing him back to life. And then what will happen, there'll be the institution of this worldwide worship of an image that will be produced. This false prophet will be part of a system that will put an image or an idol in the image of this Antichrist, this world leader, and then basically he'll make all the world worship this thing, and this image will speak and come to life. It'll be very interesting.
When he dies and comes to life, that's Satan's counterfeit version of the resurrection.
That's right.
Of the death and
it'll be like
resurrection.
trying to duplicate and counterfeit the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And what's interesting is this Antichrist in this passage talks about the blasphemies that will come out. He will blaspheme God, and he'll blaspheme what we would know as the Christian faith, and blaspheme Christ and all the saints. In fact, it says that he will make war with the saints during this time. Believers during this time will need to run for their life, because he will make all-out war on the saints. So it's going to be a horrible time, but a very interesting passage, and so we'll be looking at this Sunday to see what this involves. So.
Now, let me ask you a quick question, and I know we don't know for sure, but do you think the Antichrist is alive today?
Hey, with things happening the way they are right now, I tell you what, every time you watch the news each night, what's going on in the Middle East, everything is just, the characters that are going to play a part in the end times drama here are all on the stage. They're getting ready, the stage, the backdrop, just like we're getting ready to watch the curtain go up. It's beginning. I mean, even this week, it's exciting what's happening in Israel. Saudi Arabia, the prince, the future king of Saudi Arabia, was here with our President Trump and actually made an unofficial announcement to the president that Saudi Arabia is going to recognize Israel's right to be a state and their right to the land. That's unprecedented. There's a lot of things going on this week at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Next month, we're looking at the opening of the U.S. Embassy in Israel, and there's all kinds of conflict going on. Turkey is raising its head against Israel. Iran, Russia, there's things that are coming together to see the Gog-Magog war mentioned in Ezekiel 38, 39. These things are beginning to fall into place, and it's exciting. So to answer your question, I think the Antichrist might be alive and well and could be one of these characters that are on the political scene right now, may rise up and be the head over this one world political system, and then a religious person who would be the false prophets. So hey,
And it's definitely
We don't know.
possible. We have to say that.
We have to be
Biblically,
cautious in
we have
trying
be
to-
caught. Right. We have to be cautious and.
I'm going to be showing a little slide in my presentation of all the people who were called the Antichrist in the history past. I was kidding around. Of all people, did you believe that Abraham Lincoln, one of our great presidents during
Yeah.
his time, was
Shocking.
accused of being the Antichrist? I mean, hey, I'm sure Trump has got it now, and everyone,
sure.
you know, so it'll be interesting to look
Sure.
at this. Yeah.
Well, as always, thanks for tuning in. Hey, we want to encourage you to check out NiagaraFrontierBible.com for more that's going on about our church. We're also starting to post sermons online. In fact, if you can't make it on Sunday, and we hope you can, Pastor Tom's sermon will be up sometime mid next week. So we're getting the sermons up. We got a lot going on at the church. Hey, check out our website. And you know what? Call the office and ask for us. We'd love to say hello.
Hey, and come by and have a cup of espresso with us anytime you want, right,
Oh,
Sam?
now you're really putting me on. Now I gotta deliver. Hey, you heard what the man said. So we'll talk about that when you come. Hopefully we'll have some. All right.
All right.
All right, everybody. Have a nice minute and have a good weekend.